How's it going, guys, and welcome to a new series of RimWorld. We're playing Alpha 16, and for you viewers, it's probably been only a few days since the last episode, that is episode 12 of the last series, but that was actually recorded before the Christmas chaos, which always happens. So, in the meantime, I have played the game off camera, like I said in that episode, and actually went through an entire playthrough and managed to launch the spacecraft to get a colony off-world. So now I feel like I'm a little bit maybe more experienced at the game and less likely to fall to random silliness. So what I've also done is added some mods to spice up the core gameplay a little bit. That combined with all of the crazy stuff which comes in Alpha 16 should make everything quite fun. So, the mods tab here, I've got expanded prosthetics and organ engineering. So, all sorts of crazy medical stuff. More vanilla turrets. So, what this adds is a load of kind of vanilla style defensive turrets to the game. And Project Fallout, which I have not checked much about what this actually adds because I want to discover it. But it adds kind of factions, weapons, creatures, and all kind of all of the flavorful stuff of the Fallout universe. The DTC weapons overhaul, which rebalances the vanilla weapons and adds a load more weapons that kind of are designed to fit into the rebalanced kind of framework. And Embrasures, which is a kind of defensive fortifications, like murder holes for arrows, so you can put a guy behind one of these little bits here and shoot through. And I've got industrial rollers, which is basically like tracks, like minecart tracks in Minecraft, or like a conveyor belts kind of thing. You can move things around on them, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And also research list, because there is a glitch with Alpha 16's research system. It uses coordinates to place research options on like a visual research screen, a little bit like, say, Kerbal Space Program's research system. But with mods adding loads of researchers, it's actually offsetting some of them off the screen, and there isn't a vertical scroll bar for you to scroll down to see them. So this is a little tiny mod lit Skyark Angel or Angel, not sure which, added just to revert to the old list research system like we saw in the last series in Alpha 15. So we won't be seeing the new research system until, at least until someone fixes that. So yep, that's the mods. Let's start a new colony. I'm going to go over the same scenario as before Crash Landed because, yeah, the other two just seem like have always just seemed like very bad deals to me. And let's go on, Cassandra Classic on rough, same as before. And ooh, that's a very Freudian seed there. Let's keep that. That should be fun. Globe coverage 30%. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is the amount of the planet that we can actually get to. So let's keep that on 30% because when I did a test generation, it worked quite quickly. So let's do that. Generating world. This normally only takes a few seconds. And look at this amazingness. That is the new world here. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, on 100% you'd actually get this entire globe to play on. But on 30% you only get this little kind of, this little vertex of it. This little face. And you can see all the little camps. For example, we've got the Thor Confederacy. Okay. The Grey Goose Carer. Not sure. Okay. And the Hostility Unit. These are some very no-nonsense pirates here. The Hostility Unit. That's brilliant. I like that name. That name works. They're quite a big one. They've got camps all over the place. Or maybe all of them are by the same faction? I think perhaps they are. Yes, that might be it. So they are the different towns of the one faction, but the faction actually covers the entire world, it looks like. So, yeah, so the this one, the town faction, is the Thor Confederacy as well. And the Grey Goose Carer is this one, and the Cackle of the Forest. So yeah, we get two kind of like tribes and one kind of town faction, one pirate faction, like in the other areas. And also, because we've got the Fallout one, it looks like we get the Vaults, which is going to be fun. A cool thing is we can, in Alpha 16, we can actually send out raiding parties to attack other people's bases. So these Vaults could be interesting to go into at some point. Now, we don't seem to have a whole lot of... Oh no, this is Tundra, okay, and this is Boreal Forest. Okay, that's what I wanted. See, what I wanted to do is maybe settle somewhere a little bit colder than I was in before. So yeah, winter temperature here is -15, and summer temperature is 21. So that's going to make cold snaps very dangerous, but it's also going to make the kind of sudden, really hot periods, the hot snaps, I guess I'll call them, a little bit less dangerous. And also it means that meat won't rot out on the ground. And I kind of want to go in a different biome to what I was in before. Let's actually have a look. That's a tropical rainforest. So yeah, I'm going to go in the Boreal Forest this time, see if I can survive there. So let's see. What I want is somewhere that's quite mountainous. So I'm thinking... yeah, having less... I actually like having less different stone types as well, because it means that when I'm trying to get people to make things, they don't have to run all across the map to get one type of stone. So let's go here, marble and slate. That sounds good to me. So, okay, let's select this one. Oh, look, we've got time zones. That's interesting. I wonder if that will play into anything. So, yeah, like before as well, I'm going to be accepting names off you guys. So if you want your name in the game, just leave a comment on the YouTube video or get onto me on Twitter. Let's see what these people are. This person's really good at socializing, but absolutely useless at everything else. I'm going to give myself one randomize on each of them. So, yep, okay, so I prefer you, mainly because you're not incapable of dumb labor. You're a pyromaniac, so that's a little bit weird, but you're good at things. So I'm hoping you don't cause too many problems. It'll be my first time actually dealing with a pyromaniac. You're also a pyromaniac as well. I'm going to re-roll you because I don't want to have two pyromaniacs. So you're incapable of art and thinking. That's okay. You're a fast walker and you're volatile. But you have good shooting. So you're going to be a good defender. You're incapable of none, so that's good. And you've got really awesome research skills. You're good-natured. And you're a masochist, so when you get hurt, you'll be happy. Yes! Oh, I love you already. You are a great person. Okay. So let's go with them then. Now, here's the thing. I always do it, and I'm always talking about it as well. I always go, you know what? You know what? I'm going to set a timer for this video, and I haven't done it. The three of you awake in your cryptosleep sarcophagi. That's all the same text as last time. Awesome intro chord. And stuff. So let's pause and get about setting our gear to be reclaimed. We've got a nice little puddle here. It looks like. Let's have a look around at the map. Oh, this looks pretty. I do like this. This actually is really nice. And look at this. It's got lots of marsh. So the walk speed is 36% on that. Now, that could actually be very useful. I can have my entrance go across a load of marsh and force people to walk, to trundle through a marsh to get into my base. That could be really, really, that could be really useful for defense. Okay, so we need to figure out a place to go. We've got some caribou over here. We've got a load of compacted plasteel right on the surface. That's awesome. Some machinery. Looking good for the resources. Looks like we've got plenty of stuff lying around. So yeah, I'm not sure where we're going to go, but this could actually be a good spot. In here, possibly. What I'd most likely do is actually wall off this, make a tunnel through here, and have my entrance be here, so people have to go through the marsh to get in. I could have like a secondary entrance for my people, but that could be fun. I like the idea of forcing people to slug it through a marsh to get into my colony. Anyway, let's get some people sorted out with their gear. So, which one was the good shooter? You were the good shooter, so you can get that. And you are, I think, a moderate shooter. Oh, you're actually slightly better at shooting, so I'm going to give you the second gun. Oh, but you're interested in melee. No, I'm going to give you the knife instead. I'm going to give you the pistol. And let's equip all of this stuff. Now, I'm not going to actually necessarily commit to one place yet. What I'm going to do is just do the standard stuff. It's going to be getting cold soon in this environment, so we need somewhere warm that we can bunk up as soon as possible. So let's just make a nice long little place like this and define a load. Ooh, a silver door, that's interesting. Yeah, and define a load of trees to be cut down. Chop wood. Boom. Who's assigned to chopping wood? Plant cut. Let's assign everyone to do that. And let the play button commence. We've got a little Yorkshire Terrier. Oh, I love the Yorkshire Terriers. They're awesome. Okay, let's see. So they're going to all cut a load of trees now. You know what? I'm actually going to say that Muse should stop doing it, because I want someone to be doing construction. So let's add construction to Muse as well. Well, actually, no, keep him on plant cut. Take them off. Take Toff off the that, because he's actually got skills in construction. And put mining on him. Oh, this is interesting. So we could have a thing in here. I'm not going to open up yet because it could be dangerous. Just a bit. But yeah, I'm loving this environment. This is a really interesting kind of twisty-turny map we're in here. This is very, very interesting. It's going to be really cool seeing how this turns out. We've got this big area down here to mine at if we ever get low on resources. And also, we should keep aware that we can just move on now if we want to. We can decide to move to a new area. So that is cool. Now, this is getting built. Let's fast forward all of this stuff for a little bit. We should also set a just a basic stockpile zone. Going to want to put it inside fairly soon, but that will do for now. And furniture, we're going to need just a load of beds in the corner there, because that's the main thing. We're getting people to be not sleeping outside. I will set them to... Whoops. Oh, I was trying to tell them to smooth the floor, but that does not seem like they will want to do it. So let's just put wood flooring down. Not as good as stone flooring, but we don't have stone right now. Let's actually see what we have researched. So let's see. Yeah, we've actually got stone cutting already researched. That's good. And solar panels and air conditioning. So that's actually quite a good start. What will we do first, I wonder? Of course, I know I haven't built the bench yet, but it's to get it set now, so I know what I'm going to be doing. Oh, so make chem fuel from wood. That could be good. Because nothing's urgent, I'm actually going to set smithing, because that's a precursor to a lot of other stuff, especially, I think, to the research for the improved defensive towers, and I would like to get them as soon as possible. So yeah, let's let those guys fast forward through a load of that stuff. We're also going to want to get them to... oh, there's a basic prosthetics workbench. That's interesting. So let's see. Where is the research bench? I can't remember where research benches are. It's in here. Oh, yes, here we are. So let's just put you here, and we'll probably turn that into... yeah, we'll turn that into a room as well, because it's going to complain about being outdoors. Boom. So, yep, so we've got that coming together. And people are going to... Ooh, new lovers! Branch and Muse have come together and are now lovers. That's good. That's always good to have happen early in a colony, because it makes people happy with each other. Okay, so this is actually coming along quite well. One thing I should also get people to do is harvest, because there's a load of berry bushes around here. And if we harvest them, we'll have a load of startup food, which will be good to have. I mean, as you can see already, look, the berries actually drop quite a lot of stuff, and they're really easy to get, so while we're in spring, and there's lots of them, it's definitely a good idea to take advantage of it. Now, let's also place some basic lights. So let's put like a torch on either side of the door, say, and over here somewhere. And I'm just going to put a torch in there. And also the researcher, I'm going to turn off a lot of things once things get constructed. I'm going to allow you to do crafting and stuff. Well, actually, no on crafting, because I'm going to be making a lot of stone. I'll leave construction on, so you can help with that, and I'm going to turn off plant cut, because I want you to actually be doing research all the time, and I imagine I'm going to be chopping quite a lot of trees. So, okay. So we have our first night. What I think I'll do now is get a few things established off camera and be right back to you. Okay, so we've gotten to the point where we are being asked to name our faction, so I'm going to call us the Hive of Scum and Villainy, if it will let me. Oh, it will. The Hive of Scum and Villainy it is. And Clown's Hill is the name of this local community. So, I've been looking around, and oh, we've just uncovered this place. Is there anything interesting here? No. So I've been looking around, trying to plan a defense with this area, and I can't find an area, really, that I'm quite happy with here. So I think, considering we've just kind of collected a load of resources from the local area, that it might be a good way to, or time, to test out the relocation feature in the new version, because after all, if this place doesn't suit us, why stay now that we have the new feature? So all we've got to do is go out into world here. We see our little settlement, and we can form a group of colonists able to travel to new areas. The colonists will gather almost the assigned supplies and accompanying animals and leave their current area and await further orders. Or we can abandon. So we can abandon this area. The area will become inaccessible, and you will not be able to return here ever again. After abandoning your home, you will be able to order one of your caravans to settle in a new area. Disabled because all of my colonists are here. Okay, so maybe I need to form a caravan. And let's take everyone on the caravan. And let's take all of the items that we can. We can take up to 105 kilos. So let's leave behind the wood, say. And that means we can take everything else, just leaving behind the wood. Exit direction. East works for me, I think. So let's go. Let's form a caravan. Yes, let's take the risk. So we will now take the assigned and things and leave the area as soon as possible. So let's put things into fast forward mode. And we just had some visitors that are leaving at the same time as us, as it seems. I hope they don't think we're rude for leaving as soon as he turns up. Maybe it's just that we really, really don't like the kind of aftershave that he chooses to use. Okay. So we're on our way up and atom out of here. And someone will find this little place. Okay, so are we going to leave or are we going to leave? Caravan ready. Okay, cool. So we have a caravan. Current tile movement time. We've got food for 4.5 days, and we can take half a day to move 1 tile. That's okay, because what I want to do is get to this tile over here, which is large hills rather than mountainous. I think the mistake I made was being on large hills. Actually, let's have a look at the terrain we're on here. Yeah, this is mountainous as well. So let's go over here, or... Ooh. Either of these would actually work just fine. And this one's only 2 tiles away. Let's see. I think we'll go here. So, if we do that... Yes! Okay, so I see it work now. This is actually a really cool system. I love it. Okay. So we're just on the way over there, and I guess it will give us a little notification pop-up. Whoops. Oh, whoops. That's not correct. Mad animal. Okay, so we need to go out of the world. Oh, it's still on the original tile. Okay, so we can ignore that. Okay, I thought maybe our caravan was being attacked in some way. So we're just going there. And get rid of you. Okay, so... current movement time left is still 4.1 hours, or have we reached the area? I think we've reached it now, so let's see if we can settle, because now we should be able to abandon that and settle the new place. Awesome. Okay, so that's slightly confusing. Remember, so guys, if you're trying to use that feature, that you have to create a caravan to leave your base before you can abandon it. You can't abandon it and automatically form a caravan. Okay, so we've got all of our gear just here in this new place that has a lot more space. And I am already seeing places that could be pretty good for forming defenses. This area down here could be quite good. We've got large herds of buffalo. And, oh, so many bits of compacted machinery. That is awesome. There were some things I possibly should have stayed to get in the last area, but I want to get a base set up before I start getting raids. And as I've had to move, that has, of course, set back my time on that quite a bit. So, yeah. Oh, is this jade? Nice. We've got some valuable stuff then. Even unmessed with jade can be quite valuable to sell. So, yeah, we've got lots of fun areas we could build in this area. It's looking quite promising. But yeah, that's the thing. We can actually have multiple factions. That looks like a very big area here. I think there's going to be something in that. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, you can actually have multiple different colonies running at once. And I think they run kind of automatically while you're not there. But it's probably still a good idea to check in on them every now and then, because they're not going to be very smart on their own. So that's going to be fun to do later on. I can kind of set up other colonies to harvest resources and send them back to the central hive. So that could... Oh, we've got gold here as well. Nice. I'll just set that to mine straight away. So yeah, what I have to do now is choose a place to set up base. And I think that we are at the end of the video now. So I'll do that between now and the next video. Okay, guys, so I really hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, if you want to have your name on one of the colonists here, just drop a comment on the video or get me on Skype. The link to that will be in the description. And if you're interested in the mods I'm using, I'm going to put a link to each one of them in the description of the video as well. Note that I am playing this on a non-Steam copy, so my mods have been installed manually from the Ludeon mod forums, not from Steam Workshop. So you might be able to find all the same mods on Steam Workshop, but you might not. I don't know. A lot of the time things get reposted, but sometimes with games, larger mods don't necessarily work very well on Steam, so you might have some of them be missing. In any case, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!